Not too good. Okay,
No.
but welcome to episode 28 of Bros Park. How's everybody doing? It's another
Beautiful day.
in the park. You're welcome with yours truly, Jeffrey. And
As always, joined by myself, Colin.
yes. So we thought we'd do something a little bit different today.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, we've been doing like a lot of different
Yes.
things.
Yeah.
So I think that's a good thing about this podcast. We can just talk about whatever.
We are moving towards a new season of anime.
Hell yeah.
Summer 2025 coming up.
Mm-hmm.
And we decided that we would kind of look towards what was coming out in summer 2025 and kind of talk about what we're excited about and what
like
we think was going to happen.
There's some bangers coming out, and like maybe there's some like random ones we don't know of.
Yeah, I know there was one on the list that you were like, ooh, that looks
Like
funny
right
as hell.
before this, we kind of just started scrolling like, oh, this one looks cool.
Yeah.
So it's basically we're just looking at my anime list and like the summer 2025 schedule.
Yeah. Quick synopsis of like kind of each one if they have it on there, and just kind of, you know, looking at the big ones, the big hitters we're going to go through first.
Yes, sir. Let's just jump into it.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay. The one that I'm most excited for,
Yeah.
and I think most excited for a lot of people is Dress Up. I'm kidding.
It's on the list, but
I'm kidding.
I was like, I know where you're going.
DanDaDan
DanDaDan.
season 2.
Season 2, baby.
I'm so hyped for it because season 1 was such a banger.
And it just ended. It just like right on the cliff. Like it was ready to go. I wanted more, and I can't wait for season 2 to come out. I know they were also rumoring like the first 3 episodes to be a movie. or something.
Is that thing still happening?
I think it's still happening. I don't know if it's gonna come out first, and then the first 3 episodes would basically just be recapping the movie.
Yeah, I wonder if like if there's I guess if there's a movie, would it be shown in theaters?
Yep.
Really?
Yep.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I was planning on going to go see it. There's a couple theaters in the lower mainland area here that like show anime movies.
Yeah.
So I was gonna go and try to figure out.
I just haven't heard anything about it, so I was like, oh, is it still happening?
Yeah, we need more people in the community to speak up.
I wonder if like because it's a new season, hopefully like the animation like kind of stays the same, if not better, right?
I will say for the viewers here that like I haven't watched any of these trailers. I know that there's trailers for a lot of these ones coming out this season because obviously summer 2025 is right around the corner. I think most of them release in July, and I haven't watched any trailer, so I can't tell you about animation or anything if it's going to be good.
No, we're just going into this like clean slate.
Yeah,
blank,
all vibes.
You know,
all vibes.
Cherries unpopped.
It's fucking okay. Why do you make it weird? I guess fucking whatever.
No, but I'm really excited for it because like I think spoiler territory right here.
Yeah, we'll be talking about the prior seasons of all of these
just
shows.
a little bit
just to touch
we
on.
see I forgot his name, but like the childhood friend.
Yeah.
I bet he's gonna get his powers.
You think he's gonna join them?
He's gonna join the crew with his powers, and also he's already like a goddamn like
like a stud.
He's a stud, but also he's an idiot. So
he is. I
like his character.
I wonder how they're gonna do the whole 3-way romance thing, because it was like when he was introduced, it was very quickly. No, she doesn't like him. No, she doesn't like him. But over the last couple episodes of the first season, it was very much her kind of laughing with him and kind of getting back to their roots.
He likes Momo Ayase. Yeah, that's her name.
Yeah.
No, but I don't really care about that too much. I like the pink hair girl, Isa or something.
Yeah, the one that
Ira
mixed with
something.
the dancer.
Yes.
You want her?
She's the main romantic interest for me.
Okay, yeah. Okay, interesting.
I'm going for the long shot here. Okay.
If I'm gonna go off of my gut feeling, she's gonna end up with the childhood friend.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's gonna end up there because they're both fucking crazy wild people for whatever reason.
True.
And Momo's gonna end up
and they
with,
haven't met each other yet, so
no.
we don't even know their interactions yet.
No. And Momo's gonna end up with the main guy. I forget his name.
Okarun.
Yes.
Ken Takakura.
Yes. Don't say that. But yeah, if I had to make a guess, I would put money on that.
Yeah, that's probably. Well, then again, like this anime kind of like makes fun of anime tropes, because like that's a common trope. You know, they kind of end up together. There's like a side couple.
Yeah.
So maybe they might do something different.
I would.
He ends up with the grandma.
Turbo Baba.
Yeah.
Ends up with Turbo Baba. Yeah, I want to see what the big bad enemy is like in his childhood house.
Yeah, because it seems strong.
Yeah, and it like that weird room that has all of those cursed seals on it or
tape
whatever
and everything. Yeah,
I'm like, wow, they got real dark real
like
quick.
at the same time, like everybody in the village is also like
weird
cursed aliens, ghosts. I don't know.
Yeah, fucking occult shit.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm very much looking for it. That one's probably either 1 or 2 on my list of what I'm looking forward to.
Yeah,
and
I think
season.
It'll be on Netflix too, so you can watch it.
Hopefully.
Yeah, because the first season was straight up Netflix too, right?
Yeah. Well, okay, let me ask you this, and you guys can answer at home as well. Do you prefer episodic weekly releases, or do you prefer boom, drop a whole season?
Ooh, gotta go with episodic. I like week by week because it builds everybody's talking about it, builds the buzz.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, because I was super into JoJo and they released Stone Ocean just bash. Kind of killed it for me. Like I would watch one episode. I'm like, okay, time for the next one. Wouldn't even look at any the discussion or anything.
Yeah, I think for me it really cuts the hype down because when you have the weekly releases, you like you said, you get build up, you build tension, you have this thing, and you also have this discussion that we're talking about what's going to happen in the next season.
Yeah,
but we can have this discussion every single week.
It gives us content.
What the next episode's going to be,
and also you're at work, you're gives you something to look forward to.
Yeah, of course. And I think that most of the shows that do, okay, here's the whole season, have a lot of hype, but that hype only lasts about a week because then everybody's watched the whole season. That's it.
Because remember a couple seasons ago when Free Run was coming out, I'd be like, ooh, damn, today's my Free Run dungeon meshy.
Yeah.
And something else I used to watch at the same time, yo, my Fridays are lit.
Yeah, my weekends, I think last year were Kaiju, Slime, Mushoku Tensei.
Mushoku Tensei. Yeah.
Every single week I was like, yeah. And then, but there's that feeling of emptiness once the season's done.
You're like, God damn it, what do I watch now? It, dude. I guess I'll rewatch FMA.
Yeah. I am doing that right now.
God damn it.
But I think next on the list for me in terms of how excited I am.
Oh, sorry.
Yes.
Keep in mind.
Yeah.
The cover art for this season 2 looks so cool for DanDaDan.
Yeah, we'll
it looks lit.
If we get a moment here, we'll throw it up right.
Yeah. I think we should have thrown it up earlier.
Right here. Yeah, somewhere here.
We'll do it again.
Yeah, we'll do it again. Boom, boom. So
all right, next.
Yes, next on the list is something that after we are done recording, we're gonna go and fucking watch some for sure. It will be Kaiju number 8, season 2.
Yes. I think I watched until episode 4 or 5
yeah, you're
or something.
halfway-ish through it.
Yeah.
And I think you just got through watching the testing period.
Yeah. And
the final test to get through.
It's like My Hero Academia. The testing period got invaded.
Yes, of course. Yes. Why not?
Yeah.
It has to.
Yep. I'm excited for that. It looks sick.
It does. The animation I love on it, and we got some comments on some videos earlier about the animation we were talking about with One Piece and DanDaDan and everything. But Kaiju number 8 is just such clean classic anime style. There's not much you can
and also
about with it.
From what I've seen, the characters are fun.
Very much.
I like it.
The character development in is good. The last final fight that I won't spoil for you, and we'll
please
talk
don't,
about that. Is fucking fantastic between some of the military people and
he's
some
already
of the
spoiling it for me.
Oh, military people and kaijus? It's almost like that's been the whole fucking show. What are you talking about?
It could have been Kaiju versus Kaiju. Who never knows?
Oh yeah, okay, sure. I mean, I guess have that. He's technically a Kaiju number 8, right?
Yeah.
Fuck you. But it is. I'm trying to think about the ending episode and I not give away too much, but the progression of where it starts to go, I really love the season 1 because he's trying to figure his powers out. He's trying to understand how to get stronger and hide it and all this shit.
Completely OP too.
Yeah, and he's got his buddy that's hiding his secret too.
Yeah, it's kind of hard for because I haven't seen it all.
Yeah.
How do you train and get stronger when as soon as you release your power, it's hey, there's a kaiju over there.
Yeah.
Hey guys,
kill him.
It's on the radar. Hey, you just what the hell is this surge and energy?
Yeah.
Oh, there's a kaiju.
Yeah. It gets to be. The progression of it isn't my favorite in that way, but it is still really good. It's just I wish there was more to do with him kind of learning about his powers and like finding that out under the radar with everything. So you'll see as we get to it, but Kaiju number 8 season 2, I am very, very excited to see in which direction they go, because I would also like to preface for all of you at home, we don't read the mangas or any of the written source material.
I don't
even
read much manga to begin with nowadays.
I actually don't. I think Kaiju number 8 was based on a manga, right? I think. I don't know. I know when we were looking at like original anime for the anime awards, there was a couple on there that was like, oh, this is like original content.
Yeah.
But I don't think Kaiju was on that list.
No, probably
I could
not.
be wrong. But
if it's like a long-running series, most likely there's a source material.
Yeah. But then another one that's coming out that I don't actually know if you've watched. I don't know if we've ever talked about it. I've talked about it with my other buddies.
Oh?
I don't think I finished what's out right now, but that would be Dr. Stone. Dr. Stone is also coming out in July.
Yeah.
I think season...
I'm just kidding. Yeah, I've seen it all.
Yeah.
It's actually pretty lit.
It was like season 4,
Yeah, they're going to... wait, have you seen it all?
I don't think I've seen it all, like up to where we're at. They say Dr. Stone Science Future Part 2.
Yeah.
That's what they're calling it.
Yeah, I've actually just watched all of it recently.
Oh, really?
It's on Netflix.
Yes, that is true.
It was good to binge, and like, it's a fun anime, and it's a really interesting premise, and like, even though like what they're doing is just slowly building through like getting back to civilization.
Yeah, the different eras.
Each and every
ages.
process and step is so fun to watch.
I think that it really goes into, and this might be dating us a little bit. Do you remember the show How It's Made? And this is like, I don't know. I think this was just a Canadian thing too, but there was a show called How It's Made, and it was just how it's made. It will be whatever. It will be like number 2 graphite pencils.
Yeah, it would show like random things and like how it's made in like in an industrial process.
Yeah,
way.
The full factory process, the steps along the way, everything. And it kind of reminds me of that, where like here are all your steps. Here you have to go through. You have to get to this point, and then
it's pretty fun because like you start off at 0 and you're basically RPGing your way into the finished product, which is fun. And they're doing it in a very creative way where, because like they're primitive technology. So they got to like, civilization it up.
Yep. It was very unique when it came out in terms of season 1 and the earlier stuff going on. I couldn't really think of any anime that was like along that premise or along those lines.
Not at all.
Where, you get, a mech anime. Well, like, sure, it's a mech anime. I get it. Like, I understand. But with this one, it was very unique.
It's clearly unique. Yeah, it's clearly distinct. Well, for me, season 1, I loved it. Season 2, I was like, this is okay. Like, I didn't really care too much about it because I was watching it like, week by week.
Yep.
And then that kind of like dropped my interest in it. So after season 2 was done, I was like, whatever. Yeah. And then like I just all of a sudden just started picking it up. I'm like, dude, this is crazy. This is good.
Okay, nice. Yeah. I think a lot of these things, as we talk about premise and being unique and making sure things are interesting, it's kind of like you were saying with Bleach when we talked about Bleach, which is just how many times can you do the same thing? So like how many episodes can you try to progress your technology or your civilization?
Yeah.
And make it still interesting. Because it is kind of just the same premise on repeat for the season.
True.
I'd be interested to see where they go. I obviously need to catch up anyways.
Yeah, I'm very excited to see where they end up. I'm trying not to spoil anything.
That's fine. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see kind of the progression that they go to, and if they start kind of diverging from just the tried and true, like, here's how we get to the new point in civilization and the new technologies.
Oh, you'll see. Okay. You'll see once you finish
it. All right.
It's kind of getting to like the pinnacle. I think we're also getting to the point where like the story is gonna be done.
Oh, like it's coming to close soon.
Yeah, I think there'll be like there's like 2 or 3 more arcs. I don't know. Just from what I saw.
Like online?
No, from what I saw at the end of the episode. I'm just thinking from story-wise.
Okay.
There's only like 2 or 3 more arcs left.
Okay.
So maybe 2 seasons?
All right.
1 season? I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see. Maybe they throw a movie in there. They love to do that sometimes.
True.
Doing a full season. But okay, yeah, Dr. Stone, that'll be coming out. I think, again, like we said, all these coming out in July-ish. July, August.
Definitely going to be watching that.
Yeah. But next on the list is a recent hit that was coming out on Netflix for us. I don't actually know where else it was streamed, but that would be Sakamoto Days season 2.
Yep.
And that was a quick turnaround. I feel like Sakamoto Days season 1 was not that long ago.
No, and also it didn't have the usual 12 episode series.
No,
it was like what, 9, 10?
Yeah, I think 8 to 10, somewhere in there.
Yeah, I was like, wow. I was expecting more. I'm like, oh, okay, never mind, guess not.
Yeah, it was a very, very short season, and I don't know if that's just, I don't know what their decision making around that was. I mean, sometimes it's budget, sometimes it's time constraint, whatever it is. But I didn't mind it. I didn't mind that it was shorter. Yeah, it did make me feel like I wanted more, for sure.
Yeah, I like the whole premise where he's like a retired hitman, and he's just basically fat now. He's out of shape.
Yeah, but he's still huge and fast.
But he's also still like super OP. But then like he can release his second form basically by just like working out or like
he's still
exercising.
Yeah. I enjoy the premise. It felt along the lines of, I forget the exact name of it, but it was like Yakuza mob boss becomes a house husband.
Yeah.
The way of the house husband.
Yeah,
I think that's what it's called. And I love that premise of like big badass motherfucker, like now in calm
and just
life.
vibing, just chilling. Yeah.
He's just doing his thing. And like, in that regard, I loved Sakamoto Days.
Yeah. I love the fact that like any minor inconvenience or like his basic first resort, it's just to murder somebody.
Yeah, of course.
It's just in his mind.
It's the easiest thing. It's just to wipe out the fucking problem.
No, I should just do this civil.
Yeah. And I also love that in the first while of it, like he didn't even speak. Like there's like he's just him, quietly, just vibing, and like everybody around him would do that.
I did kind of get I went on like the Sakamoto Days Reddit.
Sure.
Man, they did not like the anime.
Really?
I guess it may be like a very outspoken like minority.
Okay.
But they were always comparing it to the source material. And basically every time I looked at it, it would just pop up on my feed on Reddit. Because like they would say like, oh my god, like the animation is just basically a 1-to-1 copy of the manga. There was no like difference. I'm like, what, guys? Chill, man. It's just a show.
But also people
love to just hate.
Yeah, this is the damned if you do, damned if you don't. Because then you get other things like solo leveling or whatever else where you're like, well, the anime missed these panels and like those were the best panels. So it's like, fucking guys, like complain about one thing or the other, but like a lot of times I get that you're looking at it from an adaptation of the source material, but there's some points where you need to suspend the two. Yeah. And just say, this is its own thing.
Like, hey, chill out, man. Everyone's not as big of a fan as you guys are. No. Chill.
It's its own thing, and it's its own thing. And also, nobody's making you watch Sakamoto Days. If you love the source material so much, and you think the anime is bad, just don't think about the anime.
They're just gooning over the source material.
It's just fucking gooning over it.
Gooning, man.
But I like the anime itself.
Yeah, I liked it too. It was actually like comfy, cute.
Yeah.
OP. The guy's goddamn OP.
Yeah. I love almost slice of lives. You know what I mean? Like slice of life with a little bit of fun to it.
Action.
Yeah. So I really enjoyed Sakamoto Days season 1, and I'm looking forward to season 2.
Yep.
Hopefully we get more than 8 episodes. More than 9 episodes.
Yes. Yeah. So for us, those were like the top 4 that we're looking forward to in summer 2025. Yeah. And like, there's so many different animes. I figured like we could just like,
we'll go through the list and we'll talk about other ones that we've heard about or we've watched the other seasons of, and we'll kind of discuss those like that. But those were definitely the big 4. And we will miss some because we just don't have time to go through every single one in depth. And sorry if we miss something
don't know anything
you're super excited for. And, if you are super excited for one that we don't hit, let us know down below and we'll fucking check it out.
Yes.
But what else is on the list for you?
There's that Sono Bisca doll. I don't know what the English.
My Dress Up Darling season 2.
Yeah. Yes. I don't know much about it. I've seen tons of clips of it online.
Yeah, I know a lot of people loved season 1. It's a very much slice of life. Yeah. Do you know the premise of it at all?
Is it kind of like a harem at this point? Because I see a bunch of girls. I see this guy and I see a bunch of girls surrounding him.
Are you looking at the title like art?
Yeah.
Well, theoretically, a lot of those girls could be the one girl.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's basically who is the right one.
Well, no. The premise is the main guy loves doing like sewing and like costume work and stuff like that.
Okay, yeah.
And this one girl is basically like, for lack of a better way to put it, like his model for like the cosplaying stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying a lot of that art could be her in different cosplays.
Oh.
So like that's where you got a lot of, in the first season, a lot of clips coming from her with like her goth outfit and then her pop star outfit, her regular outfit. Yeah, okay. My dress up darling.
I get it. Yeah. I get it now.
So it is very much a slice of life, and it is very much about like cosplay and like the costumes that go into it, and obviously a romance between the two.
Yeah, I'll put that on my list because like I see that it has more like, I guess, buzz around it than DanDaDan on my anime list.
Yes, yeah, people are fucking fiending for that shit.
Yeah. So I guess that's something to look out for.
Yeah, I know that. I forget the main leads names, either one of them now, but I know kind of when these shows happen, there just gets to be like certain hype around certain characters. And after season 1 came out, she was everywhere. She was like
definitely
in every fucking thing, and people are like, oh my god, she's so fucking cute and all this shit. And you know, fucking go for it, watch the fucking show, see how it is. I think I'll find it slow because like slice of life is always like a little slow, but I think I'll still enjoy it probably.
That kind of reminds me of like Bunny Girl Senpai, the basketball one.
Yeah.
I never saw it, but like everybody was like always talking about the senpai or whatever.
Yeah, my senpai.
She was always everywhere.
I actually think on that note, you would love Bunny Girl Senpai. I think the main character you would just vibe with.
Yeah, I heard it's kind of sad too, right?
It is sad. It's not like Clanad sad.
Yeah.
And I bring that up specifically because he fucking
Clanad is
he loves Clanad.
It's awful.
But yeah, I think the main character just has such a dry sense of humor in Bunny Girl that like you would really enjoy it, and you'd be like, oh, this guy's just like kind of like me. He's a shithead. Like I fucking love that shit.
I'm not a shithead.
Yeah, you're not a shithead. Shut the fuck up. Yeah.
All right. Next would be freaking. I can't believe they're still making this.
Hit it. I know what it is.
Tate no Yusha, the shield hero.
Yes, the shield hero.
Oh my god.
I actually blocked out season 3. I think.
Really? Was it that bad?
I just like. We were just talking about it with Dr. Stone of how many episodes or seasons can you do the exact same thing?
Yeah.
And again, we're talking about prior things, so if you don't want spoilers, move on. But the idea that isekai, boom, 0, you're real weak, boom, shit goes down, great. That was cool.
No, they had a very interesting spin where the guy gets falsely accused of SA.
Yes, falsely accused of it.
That's a new thing.
100%. And that's what I mean. Season 1, good. Season 2, also okay. Like, and then they went and they hit it with did you watch season 3 or any?
Nope, I haven't seen anything past season 1. Because I've read the manga for it, and then
so I can talk to you about story points and it won't matter.
Yeah. Okay. I'm not gonna read anymore.
And then they fucking were like, oh yeah, and now back to 0. You're real weak again.
Oh shit! They reverted. Yeah, I didn't know that.
What you didn't?
Basically, I stopped at the point because I was reading the manga.
Yeah.
They decided there was like a big ass turtle that they had to deal with, and I was like, this is boring.
Yeah, before the turtle, he reverted back to 0.
Wait, he did?
Or like right after turtle, maybe? I don't know. But when they talked about...
Because he was learning ki and shit.
Yeah, I think that's because he was at 0 again.
Really?
They transported to like the world that was...
No, that's definitely after the turtle. Because like, he was still like, had the shield when he was engaging the turtle.
Yeah, he still had the shield.
Yeah.
So it was in the other world where... You know how in his world there was the spear hero, the bow hero, the sword hero, and then the shield hero.
Yep.
It was in the other world where I think it was from the heroes that came to his world. So like the jewel hero,
the red hair guy,
yeah, the scythe one, and then the fan hero.
Yeah.
And then we meet in like this weird dimension prison situation, like the Fisher hero, where she's got like a fishing rod and shit. She's got a
fishing rod, bro.
And like he resets back to 0, and it's the same shit as season 1, where it's like, oh, now he's got to learn how to fucking do everything and put like materials in his shield again. Like, man, guys, like this is cool the first time. You had an interesting twist on it. That like the NPCs were fucking shit human beings, and they accused them of shit and fucking baited the other heroes against it. And then like here we are again.
Dude, I thought it was like great until like basically his name gets clear and he's just
he's just a hero.
Yeah,
now.
I think they did that too early.
Oh,
because I think that's when the story peaked, and then it just went downhill from there.
Yeah, I'm going to watch it. Because I have completionist issues with that.
You're committed.
Yeah, like I need to watch it to see what happens, and like maybe it'll redeem itself. And also,
I doubt it, man.
At this point, we're an anime podcast. We should be watching these things.
You can watch it.
No, we need to talk about these things, buddy.
Shit.
We need to talk about these things. So I'm interested to see where it goes. If you were reading it and you didn't read past that point, I'm not going to ask you what happens. Yeah. But like,
dude, I remember in season 1 they did a recap episode.
Yep.
That shit made me so angry.
Why?
Because they're in the middle of like this climactic big fight with the church guy, and they're like,
oh yeah.
Mid fight, they're like, I don't trust you because you did this. Recap episode. Wait, you're like, from a story point of view, you're just recapping everything.
Yep.
In the middle of a fight.
Yep.
That is so like.
It's such a cock tease.
Like, no, that's such a bad way of doing it too.
You want it to be like after the fight, they're like on the road back or something like slow
that.
episode.
Something like that. But they do a recap episode mid fight. So the big bad guy, he's just like, I guess they're just talking right here.
Yeah,
I guess they're just chatting, bickering amongst themselves.
Yeah.
Idiots.
I don't like recap episodes in general.
Yeah.
Like I've never really liked them. I think certain shows do it interestingly. Like fucking Slime did it with Veldora and
Flame Spirit when he's inside the spirit
in the summit, and they're playing shogi.
Yeah, that's fine.
Like, okay,
it still sucks, but it's fine.
I don't know. Do they think people are just coming in like halfway through a season? Like,
I think the recap episodes are like, hey man, we're kind of behind schedule, so we still have to release an episode. So
or maybe they're ahead of schedule, where they haven't like they're waiting for the source material to like go forward more.
Maybe, but like it was so lame. I saw that, I was like, this pisses me off.
Yeah, you're just like done with the anime. Yeah, I'm okay.
Like,
I'm good.
I'm so done with this.
Yeah.
Anyways,
yes. So that's Shield Hero.
That's Shield Hero. Watch it if you want.
Yeah, I'll watch it. We can chat about it.
I don't want to watch it.
Okay.
There's also Grand Blue season 2.
Grand Blue season 2. Okay. Yeah.
I'm very excited for this because I've seen season 1 when it first came out.
Okay.
But season 1 came out like years ago. It's been over like 6-7 years.
Okay. And you liked it? I'm gonna go on a limb.
It's funny. It's a comedy anime.
Okay.
So it's basically, I don't even remember half of it.
Yeah.
But this guy is just like he was initially afraid of the water.
Okay.
But he joins a diving club in his college.
Okay.
And like he finally sees like what's like underwater. And,
yeah.
You know, it's great and all.
It opens his mind and whatever.
But the problem is they don't even discuss about diving half the time.
It's
like,
just
always fear water or anything.
Yeah.
It's just a drinking anime. They just
fucking get hammered.
They just get drunk. They just get up to like random tomfoolery and are just doing degen stuff. That's it.
All right.
Yeah, it has like the plot is literally just drinking,
just fucking vibing out.
It's like, what is diving doing in my drinking anime?
And that's just you just want the anime to just be that
getting
drunk.
And also everyone's just so stupid and funny. Like it's actually a really good time. I would recommend watching it.
When did season 1 come out?
I'm gonna look that up right now.
Yeah, double check that for me, because I know the name Grand Blue and I've like heard that name a lot throughout the years, but I never like watched it. So I will say that it was interesting.
It came out 2018.
Okay, so it's like 7 years ago.
Damn, I was right.
Man, they've been waiting for that one.
Yeah, so I was so surprised when I saw it. Grand Blue season 2.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, it's big. I can't wait for it. I would watch that.
You would watch the shit out of that one?
Yeah, I would watch the shit out of that one.
Okay, well, Grand Blue, we'll add it to the list of things we can watch, or you can watch and then tell me if it's good or not, and then we'll go from there. But another fucking isekai that I've seen a lot of that people have been. I never watched season 1 because the name of it was in the Crunchyroll kind of section of these names have gotten way too long to like have onto the fucking like anime website.
Yeah.
It was.
Which one?
I was reincarnated as the 7th prince, so I can take my time perfecting my magical ability. Season 2. Tensei Shitara Diana Uji Dadanode Kimama ni Majutsu wo Kiwamamasu.
What the fuck is this
second
title?
season.
Tensei Shitara Dainana Uji Date Node Kimama ni Mujutsu wo Kiwamamasu.
Yeah.
The fuck?
And if you can tell, we're both fluent in Japanese, obviously.
Oh, it's just a little. It's just a little boy.
Yeah, but people loved season 1. They were like, "Wow, this is like a great isekai."
I think I've seen clips of this.
Yeah,
the kid.
The kid seems familiar, right?
Yeah.
And I've never watched it, but I can get the feeling because I think the list we're looking at on Mal is like ranked in terms of hype. It seems like, and it's pretty high up there. Like it's not down near the bottom. And people keep sliding in that isekai is slowly dying.
Nah, man, dude.
And it's not.
There's like half of the list is isekai.
I know. And I think that there's still, especially in certain parts of the world, there is still a certain idea of like, I want to escape my reality.
Yeah,
and
like life
dream
sucks,
about
man. But like this guy is basically me.
Yeah,
I insert myself into this character.
It's like I can do this, and I think that's why Shield Hero like did well at the time because he's
a complete loser.
Well, he was a complete loser, but more importantly, like he was wrongfully accused of shit, and
at that point he was like an outcast of society.
Yeah, and people resonated with that. They're like, I've been wrongfully accused of like whatever, being a loser, being a fucking stupid shit, and I'm not allowed to speak my mind, and people don't believe me, and like all this shit, and like people can resonate with that. And I think this is a bit different because like you're a little boy that is now the 7th prince, so you perfect your magic ability and like whatever it is, but at the same time I just think the isekai is not going anywhere.
Yep, and staple for isekai, you get like a party of women.
Yeah, we might call it a harem. Yeah,
you get a harem, and you know it's lit. And then which one's best girl? Which one's
people love harems. They do.
People love harems.
Yeah, specifically men. Men tend to love harems.
Yep.
So you know what? You do you.
I'm just looking through like the other ones.
Yeah.
The one that like gets me the most.
There was one on the list, and I want you to bring it up.
Yeah, this gets me so hyped. Just even the cover art is like
the cover art's hype. We'll put it right here.
Yeah.
What's the name of it?
Busaman Gachi Fighter. No one's really talking about this.
No, it's down on the list.
It looks
it's like
lit.
Second last.
It looks lit though.
Yeah.
It looks, dude. The art goes hard. Just the picture.
Just the picture.
It looks metal.
Give us the premise.
Do you want to read this?
No, you got it. You're hyped for it.
Wrongly convicted of a crime, 34-year-old Shigeru Yoshioka loses everything, including his trust in women.
All right.
And withdraws from society as an unemployed recluse. So he basically becomes a NEET.
He's just a fucking otaku NEET. Yeah.
This is Shield Hero NEET.
Yeah, this is like Shield Hero if it wasn't like meant to be a good anime.
Yeah. One day he stumbles upon a way to travel to another world. God damn, it's an isekai.
Yeah, it's an isekai.
When a mysterious status screen appears on his computer.
All right.
Great. Soul leveling.
Yeah. Or even Shield Hero, they got the status as well.
Shigeru sacrifices his looks to gain an overwhelming 100 trillion and 5,100 parameters.
Dude, 100 trillion is crazy.
So I don't know if like he was good looking in the real world,
and that's why it's so high.
And then he looks like a pig.
I think
a busa.
I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
I think he was look maxing in the real world.
Yeah.
and then he traded all of that.
Yeah. Now reborn as an absolute god, in quotations.
In quotations.
He begins his second life in another world. So it's like a mixture of everything.
Yeah.
But then it looks like instead of like you're no longer like a little kid or like you're a blank slate.
Yeah.
Neutral looking guy or average looking guy.
No, you're a fucking ugly bastard.
You're an ugly guy, but then it just looks so hard.
It does look hard.
I wanna watch this now.
We'll throw this in the category.
God, look at him. This is him.
Oh my god.
So
we'll put it up here. Well, this is in the category of like dark horse that nobody probably even knows is coming out.
Yeah,
and
this looks badass.
I have a feeling Jeffrey's gonna fucking love this.
Yeah. Okay. So like, keep in mind, like, I don't really go on my anime list.
Yeah.
But DanDaDan, it has 158,000 like likes people beside it.
Yeah.
Guess how much this has?
Like 4.
This has 2,900.
Oh, 2,900. Okay.
Yeah.
Still in the thousands.
I don't know, man. Dude, I'm kind of excited for this just based off the cover art.
This feels like a shitty version. Not shitty version, but like it feels like a joke version of the already joke anime, like the Overly Cautious Hero.
Yeah.
It feels like that, where like all of a sudden it's just gonna be a fucking meme.
Yeah,
and he's
dude.
Gonna
What
be
if
an
it's
ugly
what
piece
if it's
of shit.
hype though?
It might be. I mean, the cover art looks hype.
And it's made by White Fox. I think White Fox made what did they make?
Hit me with what they made.
Oh, they made Steingate.
Oh shit. Okay.
ReZero. What?
So it could be kind of hype.
The Hataraku Maru. It's Devil is a Part-Timer.
Oh, I fucking love Devil as a Part-Timer, by the way. That was a great fucking
They made ReZero Season 2, Goblin Slayer.
Okay, also good.
More ReZero, Steins Gate, Zero.
Sure.
They made Overly Cautious Hero.
I fucking knew it. Dude,
Oh,
how did I
shit.
fucking know that? All right.
Actually, I'm pretty excited for this studio, to be honest.
And like and review
Holy
and
shit.
fucking make sure that's notifications on for that one.
Any other ones? Yeah, just a bunch. Oh my god, there's so many ReZero animes. What the heck?
Yeah. I mean, it might be like the
Movies,
side
spin-offs,
episodes and spin-offs and shit. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm so excited for that now.
All right. Well, what's the name of it? Hit me with the name again.
Busaman Gachi Fighter.
Okay, Busaman Gachi Fighter. God, it looks so stupid, and you'll see when it's up on the video.
Oh,
but
dude, I can't wait to talk about it.
Man,
Oh,
yeah.
there looks like a
Yeah.
There's also Karaoke Eco.
What the fuck is Karaoke Eco?
It looks Yuri.
Okay.
I mean,
Sick.
Yaoi.
Nice.
Yaoi.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Sure.
It looks like two men.
Okay.
Is that?
Is that Yaoi?
Yeah, Yaoi's two guys. Yuri's
He
two
is
girls.
Okay. I don't know
Anyways.
why Yuri on Ice feels like two guys then.
Their names are just Yuri. Okay?
Yeah, I know.
I actually like
I
that
just-
anime. It was pretty good.
Yeah, I'm just like thinking in my head. I'm like, why does it feel like? Okay, sure. Yeah.
Anyways,
yes. That we'll say that's their dark horse. Maybe that one takes the fucking lead and they get more seasons.
That's the one I'm kind of like after DanDaDan. I'm hyped for that one.
That's the second on your list, DanDaDan, and then
Busaman
Busaman.
Gachi Fighter. Dude,
All right.
it looks lit.
All right. Well, that's kind of everything that we're going to go through today. Again, we didn't get through everything. There's so much coming out. And if you have anything in there that you're super fucking pumped for and you want to fucking let us know, drop a comment down below, the names of it, and you know what else is kind of on your list for the upcoming season.
Let us know. Hopefully you guys watch Busaman too.
Yes, we'll be doing this kind of before every season, give or take, like figure it out. I know fall has, as of right now, has a bunch of bangers that we'll be looking at in the next few months.
For sure.
So yeah, let us know what you guys think. Let us know what you're excited for. And until then, have a fantastic day and we'll catch you on the next one. Peace.
Peace, guys.